that Mallory. Always up to something. So in our next scene, we'll be taking a look at our last part of the fitness component. We're going to be seeing a little bit more conflict than we're used to. Oh, Idle Arbor, don't we love that part?
All right, now that you guys are all warmed up, Mackenzie's going to take you through the weight exercises.
Thank you, Laura. Thank you. All right, so to our main event, we're gonna do start off with some squats without our weights, just to kind of get the muscles used to some body weight. So first of all, we're gonna start with our feet about hip width apart, our toes facing forward. And so the action in this exercise is like sitting down in a chair and coming back up again. So when we do this, our knees, we're going to make sure they stay over ankles. We do not want them passing our toes, so make sure we can see our toes the whole time. All right, and our bodies, we stay up straight. We're not going to let it go forward or go all the way back. All right, so it's going to look a little bit like this. I'll try it first, and then you guys can do it, okay? So we're squatting down in a chair, knees are staying back, and legs are still in line. They're not going out or in. They're staying forward, and then we come back up. Okay, so we're going to try about 10 of those. Go at your speed, okay? You don't have to
I don't get it. Like, I don't remember all the steps that you said. Like, what do you do?
Okay, do you want me to explain it all the way through again?
Yeah.
From the beginning? Okay, so we have our legs hip width apart, toes facing forwards, and our knees are going to stay over our ankles, so we're not going to let them pass our toes. Okay, so we're going to keep them back. And then our body's going to stay straight, so no going concaving forward or arching backwards. All right, does that sound good? Did we get that time? Do you want to give it a try, and then if you have any questions, we can go over them again? All right, let's do 10. Okay, ready? So we'll count. Let's do it together. We'll count together. If you want to go slower or faster, make sure it's at a good pace. Okay, so 10, 9, looking good, 8, 7, make sure your knees are facing forward, 6, hands out of the pockets please now, great, 5, try to bend out a little bit more Mallory, 4, looking good, 3, remember chest up, good job, and 1, good work, alright. So the next exercise, we're going to use our arms, so we're going to do some bicep curls. So if you guys want to grab a set of weights behind you, and I'll show you how we're going to do this one.
These are mine.
Oh.
Let go. Those are mine.
Okay, guys, everybody's going to get a set of weights. They're all the same.
Oh, I feel like you're trying to touch me. Why are you touching my bum?
Okay, Valerie, it's okay. Let's just make sure we have enough space in between each other.
She's always trying to touch me inappropriately.
I'm sure it was an accident. All right. So before you guys start, I'll show you. So we're going to keep our shoulders rolled onto the back, so we have nice posture, chest up. And when we curl, we're going to have our hand facing forward, so our palm is facing in front with the weight in the hand, and our elbow is going to stay beside our body. And when we curl up, our elbow is going to stay right beside our body the whole time and slowly lower. All right, so we're not going to be muscling through it fast. We're going to take our time. So breathe out when we lift up, and breathe in as we lower. Okay, so we're going to do about 5 on each side. Okay, so you can alternate if you like. Can't go at your own pace.
Whoa, I'm really good at this. I'm way stronger than you guys. Look at me. Look at this.
Yeah, you guys are all
wimpy. I can do this way better than you.
You guys are all good at your own pace there.
Look at this. Look at how strong I am.
All right, awesome. So we can put our weights down, and we're going to move on to the next exercise.
Okay, so for the group performance section, for letter A, memory for group activities, I gave Mallory a 3, which is confused, seldom remembers activities, because when Mackenzie was trying to explain the directions how to do a squat, she couldn't remember the steps to complete the activity. For group conversation, I gave Mallory a 3, overly talkative during most of the activity because she was very talkative and she kept interrupting and was disruptive to the group. Now for sexual role in the group, I gave Mallory a 3, which is inappropriate physical contact or fear of appropriate contact. And I gave Mallory that mark because she was afraid that she was being inappropriately touched in her personal areas. And so for style of group interaction, I gave Mallory a 3, which is dominant interrupter. She interrupted quite a few times, which was sometimes disruptive to the group. And for handles conflict in the group when directly involved, I gave her a 2, which is verbally aggressive, because there were some times where she would argue with the other participants about the weights and she wanted to have her way and became a bit verbally aggressive. And competition in group, I gave her a 2, which is often over competitive, because she was showing off and telling everybody else that she was better than everybody else. So when I added all that up, I gave her a total score of 30.
In this final scene, we'll be watching our 2 therapists, Mac and Laura, going over their scores. This is to determine inter-rater reliability. This part is absolutely riveting.
Okay, now in order to ensure that we have valid results for Mallory's CERT psych assessment, we should go over our assessments and compare our scores. What did you get for her attitude towards therapy in the general section? I gave her a score of 3 for intense dislike because of her posture. She was yawning and sluggish. She didn't participate very often. And I really got the feeling that she was not interested in the program and was really bored.
That's interesting. I personally gave her a 2 for being indifferent because I believe she was tired. She still participated to the best of her ability in most of the activities, but she was just tired. It could have been due to lack of sleep or medication change.
Yeah, okay. Well, let's agree to disagree. We don't have to agree on everything. So for Mallory's score, I gave her a 71 out of 100, and you gave her a 70 out of 100. So just a 1 point difference. Because we did not get the same score, we should find the percentage agreement in order to determine the reliability of the assessment. So how we do that, it says we calculate percentage agreements by dividing the number of agreements, the behaviors that we agree on, by the total amount, which is 25 of the subcategories. We agreed on 24 of the 25 subcategories. So we would divide 24 by 25, giving us a percentage agreement of 96%. I would say that is highly reliable.
Yeah, it's pretty good, I would say.
Yeah, and because it was only 1 point difference, typically we know that that's a reliable score, but just to show and demonstrate how to do a percentage agreement, that's why we did that. But if it's within 1 score, it's okay.
Yeah. Okay, awesome.
Right.
Great work, Laura.
Great, thank you. You too. That was
awesome
really
day.
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, really good.
All right, see you tomorrow.
See you.
Well, that's everything for today, folks. In this segment, we've demonstrated how to use the CERT psych assessment. We hope it was both fun and informative, and now you feel confident to use it in your own practice. I'm Dr. Lauren, and always remember, assessing is progressing.